Welcome back to another episode of the A Player Podcast. With me today, I have the owner of HypeSneakers in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, Jonathan Gutierrez. Man, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thank you for being on this podcast. I know it's super late. I know you probably just got off your shift, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just got done mopping, actually.
Yeah. See, there you go. So, my first question for you is, for someone who has never heard of HypeSneakers, how would you describe what it is that you do?
I would say it's like a small sneaker store with like sneakers, a little bit of clothing. We have everything from like $5 to like a couple $100, just a little bit for everybody to come in and like see if they like something or not.
What would you say? Why'd you even start HypeSneakers? Like, where did the idea come from?
I'd say it came from like I've always, since like a little kid, I've always been into like clothing and shoes, and that was like in fifth grade. And I was like, oh, okay, when I have the opportunity to like turn 14, I'll get a job. And I basically just got like all like not all the items, but like so far at that age, like at 14, I got all the items that I wanted before then. And as I was getting older, I was like, school is like not really for me. I don't know what I want to do. I know I don't want to go to college. So I'm just like keep on like do something around the things that I like, which is like clothing and shoes. And then I think like sophomore year in high school, I was like, I think I'm just gonna like hopefully open up my own shoe store, and then just go on from there and see how things go.
Nice, dude. So sophomore year. So then, how did you get like that little like location in the coffee shop? Like, where did that come from?
My dad knew the owners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of the other business, and then basically they were moving locations, so I got the opportunity to like have that little spot.
And so where did like all the shoes and everything come from? Like
how did I start? I believe it was sophomore summer, like junior year. I started like reselling shoes, so I saved up a little bit of money. Then I would like go to these sneaker events and then basically just buy shoes and then sell them and for a profit, and then just reinvest. And I kept on reinvesting, and like I never, I guess, like used any of the money on me. You know, like there's some people that would like, oh, okay, I made this much, I'm gonna go buy this. No, I always like just kept on reinvesting, and it's where I got to today, and it's still what I do.
What's the most expensive shoe that you own?
That I own myself, like personally? I'd have to say it's probably a pair of Louis Vuitton skates.
How much are those?
Like $1,300.
1,300? Dang.
Yeah.
So, well, I want to go back to like high school kind of wise. So, when did you officially start? Like the HypeSneakers? Yeah, the store.
So I turned 18 May 20th, and from May 20th to May 25th was the opening day of the store. And in those 5 days, I like set everything up for like the business and stuff. I went to the bank. I did all like the important business things that you need to do for like a legit business. And so it's basically just since like the end of May. I was still in high school while the whole thing was going on. I would have half days, and like at 11:30, 12, when school would be over for me, I would go to the store and I would just chill there.
How long was that process of
the thing was already getting built. Like it was already in the works since the end of April, beginning of May. And all of May, they were like I was buying the material for the store, and then I was just getting help, like the actual whole setup that was getting made.
Are you renting it, or how much is that a month?
It's a couple $100. It's not.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Not bad. No,
that's not bad at all.
But probably I was thinking next May, wanting to expand the place and like actually have the whole entire back area. So that's probably what I'm be doing, hopefully.
Yeah, 'cause that was like a question I was gonna ask you like later on about like your future, but I guess I'll just ask it now. So you do want to expand, like that is a goal?
Yeah.
Are you going to hire more people, or is it always just going to be you?
I think So right now it's only me, and in the future, if I do expand, I'll just probably it'll be me, but like not permanently, until like I actually just get a hold of like the whole store and then know how to do it myself. But then I obviously have a person or two to help me out and hire someone.
What do people think about your idea? Did you ever tell anybody, or did you keep it kind of like secret?
The thing was, the HypeSneakers thing wasn't even like I didn't even make the account until May, and I was selling shoes like like throughout senior year. I would like have 2 shoes. I think like at one point I had like 3 shoes with me at school,
Oh,
like, in
wow.
a different bag, and I would just sell them. Or I would have just one singular one that I would sell that day. But no, people would just know me as like the kid that just either had shoe game, knew how to dress, or like sell shoes.
How did you get the word out that you were gonna start selling shoes? Was it through high school, or was it telling your friends?
It was basically friends and family. But I had like on Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Snapchat because back then I still didn't have I had an Instagram. I just never posted on it. Like it wasn't even named HypeSneakers, so I don't even know what the name was. But it was mainly just through Snapchat and then friends and family.
So your Instagram is like your Instagram account, like, or do you have a personal one and then like one for HypeSneakers?
I have a personal one and then I have
HypeSneakers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What were the major challenges of opening this business? Like, were you scared at all? Were you nervous at all?
I
Ever?
was just scared for the actual like the government side of the business, like opening that all up and like making sure like you register a actual like licensed business, because obviously like people can commit fraud and stuff like that, and you don't want to get like a penalty or anything like that, or like consequences, you know.
Like, what kind of consequences?
It has a lot to do with like the accounting part, stuff like that. Like an accountant, you know.
Sure.
That's why. But that's like that was it. But now it's like, it's whatever. So
No, it's whatever.
now the only thing I'm probably just worried about is just making sales. That's like probably my biggest like problem, or well, not problem. I wouldn't say problem. I say like just the thing that's on my mind the most. Just like trying to make sales. That's basically it.
So now that you're out of high school, and is this like an everyday thing for you? Like it's 24/7. Like you're there all the time. What does a typical day for you look like?
I wake up. I try to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Okay. Oh dang, early as hell.
5:30 in the morning. I go to the gym. Then I go to work at 7:30. Then I get out of work at like 12, and then I go to the store at 12, and then I'm there for like 7-8 hours. 8 hours if it's on the weekend, and that's basically it.
So you do have a side,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
What do you do as a side like job?
I still work at my very first job that I've had since 14.
Wait, at your what?
I still work at my very first job.
Oh, what do you do?
I basically just like in front desk, or just like help customers out with assistance.
Oh, where at?
Do you know the car wash over there by Walmart?
Car wash by Walmart. Mm-mm.
Malgus Car Wash?
Mm-mm. Never heard of it.
It's literally like 5 minutes that way.
Oh. No, never heard of it. But that's cool. Okay, so how much do you get paid to do that?
I get paid 15.
15. So then how much of that do you save like towards like over here?
Oh, I don't. It's all like separate. Like that's just like my personal money, and then I have like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just I don't even mix the two types of money together.
How many sources of income do you have? Just the two? Like one for your business and then like one your personal one?
I have like I have this other guy that I like mow his lawn like every like couple of weeks and stuff.
Oh, so you're always doing something.
I'm always doing something. I'm never at home.
Oh wow.
I'm never home. 7 days a week, never home.
I mean, shit. I mean, if you're making money, man.
Basically, I have been working at that place. Next year will be 5 years, but I've been there almost every single day the past 4 years of my life. And that was till May. Like till May, I stopped being there all day, 24/7. Yeah, I would like during the summer I would work 70-hour shifts a week. So like in 2 weeks, like 140, 150
Wow.
hour weeks.
How did you approach your business to get customers? Is it through like Instagram and stuff?
I feel like definitely Instagram's helped a lot, but like people that like just like I guess like just tell people, mouth the word.
Like, what do you mean tell people? Just tell like the people at
Yeah,
school
like
and stuff?
there's like just like go like check out that one. Like, have you guys seen the store? Like, oh, if you guys looking for shoes or whatever, there's like a store downtown.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many people did you tell in high school?
I should have been more like open about it, but I didn't. I would only tell like
Your close friends and
not,
stuff?
Yeah, my close friends knew, but they've been knowing. But like kids that I barely talk to or like maybe talk to once in a while, I would not. I don't know. I should have been more open. Like I think for my language arts class this year, for my last final, I did like a presentation, and I ended up plugging my business at the very end. Well, basically the whole slideshow was my business. I didn't even like, cause I had so much things going on that week. Like I had the store, and then I had other finals and stuff. I didn't even like do the full actual assignment, but I still got credited for that.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously you graduated high school, so.
Yeah.
So, man, you're 18 years old and you have your own business, bro. Like, have you ever actually like sat down and thought about what you did? Like, not a lot of people do that.
I know, and it's so hard to like wrap my like whole
Your head around it?
Yes, I don't know, and I still feel like not to like talk down on anyone or anything, but I always like I can do better. Like I just know like there's and this is like only the beginning. Like there's only
Yeah, I mean, you literally just started, man.
Yeah, this is like nothing like what I really want. I'm not even like close to.
Not even close.
So
is there like a set of money that you want to make, or like where you want to see the shoe business from now till like next year at this time?
I don't really have like a number in mind and how much money I want to make. At least not at the moment. But for the store, like store wise, I would just love to have like a place. I would just love to have like a place like the size of like even this, and just like full of shoes, like or like half shoes, half clothes, like, and like just something like with this sort of lighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
This is a nice little vibe.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty cool out here. So what type of shoes do you sell? Because again, for like the people that don't really know what you do or what type of shoes you sell, it's more like streetwear, right? Like kind of like
I'd
Nike.
say like streetwear, vintage, Nike, Adidas, shoes. For shoes, we got like Nike, Dunks, Yeezys, Jordans, all sorts of just stuff. New Balances, Asics. Respectfully,
Yeah. Have you ever thought of designing your own shoe?
No.
No?
People have brought it up to me, but it's like, it's not really something that like
It like never crossed your mind?
No, not really.
Do you think you'll ever like do it in the future?
Probably.
You think so?
But like, no, not like that.
Oh.
Maybe not at an extreme level, but like if someone were to come up to me and be like, "Do you want to like create your own like shoe?" Then maybe, but not like at an extreme level, like a big company or anything like that. Because I don't know, it's just not something that I've never really put my. Like,
what shoe at your store sells the most? Would you say? Do you know?
Probably Dunks.
The Dunks.
Probably Dunks, yeah. Dunks are just like Yeezys. And Jordans too. Yeah. A little bit of everything.
When do you get the most people? Like, is it on the weekends, probably? Or is it during the week?
Yeah, no, it's definitely on the weekends. But it's like my first year, obviously. And it's just like the third week that people have gone back to school. So it's gotten a little bit slower. Like, I can tell the difference. Like, throughout the week, it would still be a little more busy. But even then, like, I still get my regular customers that come in, like, every other day or so.
How many people do you get, like, on a daily? What would you say?
Like, there's probably, like around, like, 10 to 15 people that come in, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because like it's so like small, it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
At least just for like the beginning.
Just for now.
Yeah, I remember on 4th of July, I was only open for 4 hours. That's like the shortest amount of time that I've been open for, and like probably over like 50 people walked in, and that was 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. It was.
Was that was probably the day that you made the most money then, right?
In the span of like 4 hours, yes.
Do people ever recognize you? Like if you're ever walking around,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, yo, that's HypeSneakers.
Yeah, that's probably like one of my favorite things that I like about it.
Yeah.
Well, to an extent, if it's like someone like I haven't had like no weird experiences yet, but like yeah, I've just like been waiting in Culver's and just some people will come up to me like, oh, you're the guy from the shoe store, or I've been at Walmart like checking out like, oh, you're the guy from the shoe store, right? And I just be at the, Summer Smash.
Yes.
Yes, I was literally in the pits. And then someone was like, you're the guy from the shoe store. All the way in Chicago. I was like, what the
Dude, that's
hell?
insane. I mean, that means that, like, your shit gets out.
Yeah, so
What even goes through your mind when stuff like that happens?
I just find it, like, to be honest, like, I don't really put much thought into it. I feel like I should. But at the same time, it's just like, oh, it's just my life. It's just, I don't even know. But it's like, it's crazy, like, that, I guess, like, because I'm personally something that I like, like clothing and shoes. It's always been since I was like in middle school. So like for the like people that I don't even like know to like just recognize me out in public like that, it's like it's because I feel like I'm just doing something with my life.
Yeah, it must be. It must be cool, I guess. I mean,
it does feel cool, but I don't feel like any sort of like I remember one time too in the summertime. It was like 9 p.m. It was late. It was past 9 probably. And we were chilling like at the beach. Not the beach over here though. We were like at some pier. And I remember these group of girls that said that they were from Florida. I was with a friend and he was with his girlfriend, and then they were just like these 3 kids from Burlington that I didn't even know. Right? I'm not to be mean or anything, but they were like really cocky. And then there was just me. I was just chilling with my friend and his girl. And it was late. And the 3 girls from earlier that week, they recognized me. It was dark. I'm saying it was dark, and my back was like the girls came up to me. They gave me a hug, and they were like, "Oh, you're the guy from the shoe store." Like what? Like it's crazy how like we find out all places we find you here like at this time. Like I'm saying like at a random pier. And then the 3 guys were all just like speechless. So I was like, and he's like, I know your ego went up so much, but in reality it didn't. I was just like,
I'm just living life.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like it's not. I didn't even feel any sort of way or anything. I was just like, oh, they came to the store earlier this week and they just knew it was me. So
would you say that's like the most awkward experience? Or
Mm,
no? Or have you had more
Probably,
awkward
yeah.
experience?
No, I think it has. That's why I pointed it out because
Yeah.
it was like in the middle. It was like 9, 10.
Have you ever gone out with your parents and people still say like, "Yo, you're the guy from the shoe store"?
No.
Like with your parents?
No.
No. What did your parents think about this?
They haven't really said much.
Oh, really?
No. But it's like I'm not even like mad or I don't feel any way like towards it because I feel like they also know deep down that I can also do like much better and like just like they also know probably know this is the beginning, so maybe that's why they're just like waiting to just see how far things go.
Like they never said like, "Yo, I'm proud of you. Like you're doing something that most 18-year-olds wouldn't be doing."
No.
Really?
No, not really. That's maybe I'm telling you, I'm not really like amazed. Like I don't know. It's just
Dude, like you have your own company at 18 years old.
yeah.
Like that's insane.
I know.
And your parents haven't said anything about it?
Not really.
Dang.
But at the same time, I haven't like I haven't like sat down and talked to them about it like deep like.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, have you ever, like when you were initially starting back in May, did you sit down with your parents be like, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan going forward. Like, did that ever happen? So you had this idea that
I've been had this idea. I've been telling my mom. My mom's been knowing for years and years and years. Like I've been saying, like I said before, like I've always wanted to like have a shoe store. So she just knew that like I had it in me, and my dad did too. So.
And she just said like, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, so why'd you choose Lake Geneva?
Because I live here.
Because of the Riviera?
No, because I live here.
Oh, because you live here.
Because I live here.
Oh. Just close to home and stuff?
Yeah, and probably in the near future expand, but not something that I'm thinking about like anytime soon.
If you were to expand, where would you go? Like, would you go to a bigger city, or would you keep it like kind of like Lake Geneva, or would you go to like Milwaukee, Chicago?
I don't know, because there's like a lot of dangerous people, you know?
Yeah.
And, like crime and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Milwaukee probably would be the closest, but at the same time, like Milwaukee is also known to not be like one of the
safest place.
Safest places. So it's something that like I would have to really think about, especially like just the location, like and how much security and stuff like that have to be put into it. Chicago would be really nice, but I just feel like there's a lot of competition out there, and it's probably not gonna be. I feel like it'll be easier if like my prices stay the same, and if I like go out further like to a bigger city, but also like my expenses would get much like more expensive. So
yeah,
it'd be a little more harder to keep up with everything.
Yeah, you just said how there's a lot of competition. What do you think makes you like different than other people's shoe store businesses? Like, what makes you different than maybe? Dang it, what other shoe stores are there? I know there's a lot at malls and stuff.
Yeah, there's another one over here, in Burlington.
Yeah, I've heard of that one too. What is it called?
Kino Kicks.
Yeah, Kino Kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what makes you different than what they do? Or what do you think sets you apart? Why should people buy from you?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Just because, I don't want this to turn into like a diss or anything. It's just like, I don't even know. I mean, if you live here in Lake Geneva, might as well just come here, you know?
Yeah.
Why go all the way to Burlington? But I understand. Because I feel like him and I, like, our prices on most shoes, they're kind of there. Like, so maybe some shoes he's higher on, maybe some shoes I'm higher on. It all depends. So it just depends.
How do you choose the price for your shoe?
Basically, what I do is go off market. So I try not to. I guess that's one thing that is like that separates me from like other sneaker stores that do tax. Is I don't tax.
Oh, you don't tax at all?
I don't tax like over $100 on a shoe that you can get online for $100 cheaper or $150 cheaper. So like, I guess if you were to go into the mall and you see that they're selling like Yeezy slides for $220, like that's not what I'm selling the slides for.
So for a Yeezy slide that's $220, how much would you sell it for?
Yeah, it depends the colorway, but like $130 to $150 for some slides.
Yeah, dude, I saw your story I think a couple of days ago, and I have some Yeezy Mono Ices that I paid like $312 for on GOAT, and then you were selling them for like
$150.
Yeah, I think so. And I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. I was so mad. But I bought those shoes like last summer.
Oh, okay.
Summer or two ago.
Mhm.
I still have them, but I gotta get new shoes.
Yeah.
I know where to go now.
Now you know where to go. 234
I know where
Broad
to go.
Street, Lake Geneva.
Yes, sir. Do you remember the first shoe that you sold?
It was a pair of New Balances.
The New Balances?
550s, yeah.
Who did you sell them to?
A friend of mine.
How much were they?
Like $150.
For like your target audience, what would you say? Do you target men more or girls more?
Men, for sure, men more. Definitely. Age-wise, it's like high schoolers.
High schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've like your Instagram, I feel like it's very diverse. Because like there's a lot of kids like 16 to 18 probably, but there's some like smaller kids on there that I've seen.
There's definitely some smaller ones. It's like I feel like probably average 16, 17-year-olds.
What? Yeah, and what's up with like the pictures? Where'd you get the idea to like take pictures of the people that buy from you?
Basically, I don't even know. I guess it just started with would you like a picture for the Instagram? And
Did you do that for your first customer?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I
So
did.
you got the first one.
Yeah.
And you just keep
one.
doing. Do you do that for everybody?
No,
Or do you?
I only do it for the people that I know that are like from this area.
Mm.
Because if I do like someone that's maybe from Chicago or Milwaukee and you ask them, oh, would you like a picture? I have done it, but it's just because they just looked like a person that would want to take a picture. But if it's like a complete stranger that I don't know, then I don't really feel comfortable. Or maybe they don't feel comfortable in wanting to, take a picture. Because it's a picture that's getting uploaded on social media. And not everyone wants them to be on social media, so.
But I feel like if you ask them and they're from like Chicago or Milwaukee and you take a picture and you post it and then they could be like, yo, guess where I went? And then even I feel like more people would know about it, no?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. That's just how I think. That's just.
And also there's just some people that don't want a picture. So.
You don't have a website, right?
No, not at the moment. No.
Have you ever thought of making one?
Yes, I have. But just because like how things are going, like I would like to have a website, but for like next year probably.
Why next year? Why wait?
To get more like experienced with everything and like actually learning how to work a whole website and make a website. And because if I do make a website, I don't know if I would, because I know there's like sneaker stores not around the area, but definitely like here that I've been in Wisconsin. Some sneaker stores do have like older shoes on their page, and then they obviously, if they get bought, they sell them. Others don't. They just have like a description of what they are and what they sell, and you would have to come in and like actually like purchase something if you really want to get it. So,
and are you're just trying to avoid that part, or?
No, I'm not trying to avoid that. I'm just like I don't know. I haven't like rushed, I guess, into making a website yet, but definitely something that
You're gonna think about?
Yeah, not think about, do. If I can do
What's
that.
the most expensive shoe that you sell?
That I've sold?
Yeah.
A pair of Travis Scott's.
How much did those go for?
Like $750.
So, has anybody bought them yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
My friend.
Mm.
My friends just keep buying. But I think it was 4th of July weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 4th of July weekend. That's probably the most expensive. The most expensive shoe that I've sold to a stranger. He just came in. He said, "Oh, I'll be back." Running to the bank, and then he came back like 15 minutes later, and then he just bought them.
Brought what?
A pair of Jordan 4s.
How much were those?
They were like $330.
$330.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive shoe that you have right now that you haven't sold yet? Like at the store currently?
The new Jordan 4 White Thunders that just came out.
How much are those going for?
I believe I got them up for like $320.
$320.
I try to, just so like people know, like all the shoes in the store are like, I try to keep it like cheap just because like, there's people that just don't like spending over $200 on a pair of shoes or even $100. So like I have literally clothing that's maybe $5, $10, $20, $25, $30, and then there's shoes that are like $150, $180, $200, $220. But like it'll be rare to see anything over like $400, at least right now.
Yeah. What is the most exciting thing about having your own company at 18? Like, what is your favorite things about owning a business at 18?
I guess the one thing that like I've like even yesterday I put a thought into it because I don't put a lot of thought into it, was like all the kids in my grade are either now in college or they're working. And yeah, I'm not going to college, but I have my own business. So it's like, I guess that is the most exciting part of it, like being so young and having a whole business in the town that you grew up in, like downtown, like a block away from the elementary school that I grew up at. It's like, it's insane. I'm like, who would have known when I was running around in that playground that a few years later I would
have my own business.
I would be walking into this building every single day at 12 and just working for myself.
When you were little, like, did you ever think you would be where you are today?
No.
Like in middle school, like before you had the idea of the shoe store, what did you want to be, or what did you want to do?
I've always been into like houses and architecture, so I've always wanted to be like an architect and like furniture, like just an interior designer. That's why like I like this vibe, you know. That's why I said like from the beginning, if I were to get a bigger store, like something similar to like this.
Yeah.
So.
Or I like the logo.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in frame. It might not be.
It might not, but that's why.
Would it be like HypeSneakers, or would it be like
the round
like the
thing?
logo? Yeah.
I like it like this, but the logo would probably also look nice as well, like the round thing.
I don't think I asked you either. Where did you come up with the name HypeSneakers? Like, did it just kind of come up, or?
I was just trying to look for names, and I don't even know the other names. But I looked up on Instagram, because obviously I didn't want to copy anyone else's name, or else like and even though it sounds so basic, like you would think that someone would take HypeSneakers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, it's not really a thing. So I stuck with it. But I believe, because the other day when you said something about like website, for example, I was looking into it and I searched up HypeSneakers, and I think there is something that comes up. But obviously it's like HypeSneakers, like HypeSneakers is gonna come up, like hype sneakers that are hype, that have hype behind them, are gonna come up on Google. But I mean, it's basically how I came up with the name. I think I came up with the name like in 5 minutes.
Where do people find you at?
They can find us on Instagram at hypesneakers.262 and TikTok, I believe. Actually, I don't know if it goes by something else like on the user. But you guys can find us on TikTok and Instagram, but mainly on Instagram because we post there almost every single day. And like our hours, all of our shoes, all of our inventory, it's all on there. If you ever like have a question or anything, you guys can always DM us. But our TikTok handle is HypeSneakers37.
All right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll put everything down in the description so you could DM him, find out if you want to know what shoes he's got. But yeah, thank you, man, for being on this podcast episode. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope you the best. And thank you for watching.